Currently in U.S. federal courts, indigenous peoples with treaties with the U.S. government cannot be detained in federal courts under any circumstances. U.S. federal courts cannot arrest, detain, or prosecute indigenous people because of treaties with indigenous people. Prosecutions in the U.S. are the sole authority of the grand jury. However, because the grand jury cannot prosecute Native Americans by law, federal courts have created a site called Pacer.com to falsely charge them as if it were an actual federal court registration site. If a Native American is charged, check the federal court register right away. It doesn't exist 100%, but federal courts are taking Native Americans and illegally detaining them for false charges. Even if a Native actually committed a crime on U.S. soil, the Native cannot be prosecuted, and moreover, arrest and detention are not possible on Native reservations. This is because of numerous treaties between the federal government of the United States and indigenous tribes. I appeal to numerous law professors who teach law at American universities. Why are law professors silent even though they know this very well? Also, most of the prosecutors, judges, lawyers, and all employees in the federal government are well aware of this. If you are a conscientious justice minister, if you are a person who has become a prosecutor, judge, or lawyer under the Constitution, shouldn't your conscience precede your own criminal activity? President of the United States, are you really unaware of this, or are you knowingly acquiescing and appointing a judge on a federal court for life? Now, not only Native Americans but also many residents of the United States have been kidnapped by federal courts, killed in prison due to fraudulent trials, and there is a crime in federal courts and prisons that can never be committed by human beings. Federal prisons illegally detain countless people who have been kidnapped, tried for fraud, and charged in federal courts. But do prison staff really detain them without knowing this? Release all abductions and illegal detainees? Of course, release all U.S. residents who have been kidnapped and illegally detained immediately. I appeal to everyone watching this YouTube broadcast. Please work hard to make sure that the U.S. federal courts are reborn as those that set the right trial and justice. This inhumane and cruel thing should never happen in a democracy, so that we can all work together to end the kidnapping and illegal imprisonment of Native Americans and American residents.